Regarding to the process manufacturing, as I mentioned, this is the sequence of the flow. So for this process manufacturing, we created the master data, that is material master, bill of material, resource, master recipe, and production version. Material master created using MM01, bill of material using CS01, resource CRC1, master recipe C201, and production version is using MM02 or C223. Once your logistic related master is good to go, then you need to maintain the costing related master. What are the costing related masters? That is activity cost. It is a one-time activity. That means we don't change the activity cost on day-to-day basis. Generally, on a periodic basis, preferably either quarterly or half yearly or yearly, the costing team will maintain accordingly. Once the cost estimate is, activity cost is maintained, then we will proceed it for cost estimate using the quantity structure, and the transaction for cost estimate is CK11N. Once the CK11N is maintained, then the standard cost, which is CK24. Once you successfully complete CK24, your material master will get updated with the standard cost. If you go and check it up, your material master in costing 2, price is updated with the current price and current period. We are in the month of August 2024. The price of material is 81.94. How this 81.94, that we discussed it in CK11N. Okay, that is, we are good with logistic related master and planning related, costing related master. After that, we are proceeding with the planning related stuff. What is the planning? So we are creating the demand. So how the demand can be created? Demand can be created using MD61, which is a planned independent requirement. Once the planned independent requirements are created, we run the MRP using MD02. Outcome of MRP is a planned order, and that planned order will be further proceed for conversion. This is the execution part of it, converting the planned order to production order. This is the planning part of it. Okay, let's take a look. If you want, I can quickly just create the fresh independent requirements and then we'll run the MRP. Let's move on. No worries. Select this line item. I'm removing it. I'm creating a fresh demand. And I cleared the demand. If I run the MRP, all the planned independent requirements has to be get deleted. Yep. Now we don't have any demand. We don't have any planned order. Let me create as a fresh the demand. How to create a demand? You can create a demand using MD61. So before creating a demand, make sure that what is the strategy that we are following it. For this material, we are using the strategy 10. So your independent requirement should be of a requirement type LSF. Okay, I'm creating a demand using MD61. And make sure that your requirement type is maintained correctly in the user parameter. For the plant 1710, the requirement type is LSF. It is good to go. So we are creating the demand. And continue. Make sure it is active demand. 100, 200, 300. I'm creating 3 independent requirements in the month of August, September, and October. Let us save this independent requirement. The moment you save this independent requirement, if I refresh it MD04, automatically it will reflect all the requirements here. You can see these are the requirements, and requirement quantities are 100 minus, 200 minus, 300 minus. As I mentioned earlier also, your negative sign indicates it is a requirement. Without a negative sign, which is a positive, which will be considered as a receipt. Now we have a requirements, independent requirements are there. Now what we are trying to do, we are trying to execute, run the MRP. from MD04, I can run the MRP. If I'll click on here, now I'm running the MRP for a single item multi-level with these parameters, and we are in MD02 transaction code as such. Enter and enter. Yes, planned orders are created, dependent requirements are also created. If I go and check it up in MD04 again, now you can see for every requirement quantity, there is a planned order, which is a receipt to fulfill that requirement. 100 minus will be fulfilled by this 100 planned order, 200 planned order for this requirement of 200 minus, 300 planned order for the requirement of 300 minus. So all your requirements are planned by the MRP to fulfill those requirements. Your total requirement is 600. Your total receipt is also equal to 600. Net available stock is equal to 0. So if you fulfill this, then your requirements are, once you complete the execution part of it, your requirements are fulfilled. So far, as a result of MRP run, we got a planned order. Now the next step is convert the planned order to process order. How to convert it? From MD04, you can convert planned order to process order. How to convert? Let's go to MD04, click on this lens icon. And here you have an option to convert your planned order to process order. This is the third icon. If you look at here, convert the planned order to process order. Click on here. Automatically system will convert your planned order to process order. You see this? Oh, release is also carried out because somewhere we activated the automatic release in the production scheduling profile level. We will revert it event, no worries. So now this is my process order header. We are in the process order creation screen, and this is process order for this material, how much quantity, 100 quantity, when to be produced on this date, and I have the complete information, which components are required for this. I need two components. Take a look of it. What are those components? Raw material 1, raw material 2 of the quantity 100 kg and 100 liters. Preferably, if you maintain in the material master itself, the issue storage location, then automatically it will get reflected here. Because we didn't maintain it, it is coming as a blank. This is about the component material. What about the operations? We have only one operation and one phase. This is my operation. This is my phase. This is the simplest one which we have as of now. Now, if you save this, your process order will be saved with the unique number and with the order type YBM2 in the plant 1710. Currently, this order is in the released status because we activated production scheduling profile with auto release function. Let's go to production scheduling profile. Production scheduling profile for process manufacturing. YBM2 is our production. YB00002 is our production scheduling profile. If you want, you can make sure where you can check which production scheduling profile we have been used. In the material master, in MM03, in the work scheduling view, there is a production scheduling profile we assigned it. Go to work scheduling view. Take a look of it. YB002 is a production scheduling profile. Now, I'm coming to this production scheduling profile. I don't want to go for automatic release. I want to go for manual release in two steps. Later stage, we execute the automatic release. For the time being, I'm deactivating, meaning is I would like to create one step, release as a second step. This is a config change. So I deactivated automatic release. That means system will not release automatically. We need to release as a second step once the process order is created. Okay, let's move on. This is done with it. Now, let me come back to process order creation. This is material master. We are in the process order creation screen. So I deactivated. So, and I'm not saving this. I'm just exiting that. Let us see. I will convert the planned order again to process order. How to convert? Go to MD04, select that planned order which you want to convert. How to click on element details or the lens icon. Now convert the planned order to process order. Mhm. You see this currently it is still in the created status because we deactivated automatic release compared to the earlier. Now we are in the created status of the process order. As usual, it contains for which material this process order is. This process order is for this PIFG1 material, how much quantity to be produced, when to be produced, which materials are required, or the components are required. This also we will maintain in the master data in the next time. These are the components required, and the operations are, these are the single operation. Each operation will have one phase, one or more phases. And how will you identify this is an operation or a phase? There is a phase indicator. This shows that this is the phase for which operation 0010. It is a superior operation number. That's good. Now, the moment I save this order, there will be a unique number. Process order will be created with a unique number. You see this order number 1000124 has been saved. That means you have created a process order with order number 1000124. If I refresh it, your planned order will be replaced with your process order. You see this, there is a process order. And this process order is currently in the created status. So now the next step is we need to release the process order. How to release the process order? Process order can be released. You can directly go to COR2 or you can jump from MD04 to COR2. That is also possible. Go to MD04 and in the change mode of it, then it will take you to directly COR2 transaction. Let's go to how to do that. We are in MD04. Select the line item or the process order. Here there is a possibility this will take you directly COR2 transaction code, which is nothing but change process order. This will display process order. Display will be COR3, but we would like to go for a change because we want to release this order. Currently, it is in the created status. Take a look of it. Now, we are in the created status. We are in COR2 transaction code. We would like to release this order. Releasing meaning is from PPC, we are handing over this shop floor papers to production team to start the production. Execution will be started once you release the process order. How to release it? Click on to this green flag. This green flag is an indication for release button. Now, if you'll click on to this release, you will get a status updated as REL. Generally, keep it in mind during the release, couple of activities will be done by the system in the background. What are those activities? First number is checking the material availability or the component availability. Whether do I have the sufficient quantity of the required components? If not, system will prompt you, you have a shortage of material and you need to procure it or you need to wait for release something. Okay, let us release it. See that what is, so you see this release has been carried out and you see this MACM. Meaning of MACM is material committed. If you want to get more information on this, you can click on this status icon, which is a blue icon. It will give you complete information. What is the current status and what is the meaning of each of these status parameters. It is released, material committed, settlement rule created, order to be handled in batches. Okay, that's good. So we are in the released status, and also the moment you release it, there is a possibility even to get a because this is a batch managed material, there is a possibility you can get a batch number here for the header material. This batch is for header material batch. And also your component material need to be assigned with the batch number. You see this, these are batch managed materials. Now we released it. In the background, system has checked whether do you have a sufficient component quantity or not. If it is not, generally system should give you an information you don't have a sufficient quantity. Let us one more thing, we can check it up quickly if you want. I'm not saving yet again. Let me go to MD04. I will increase the order quantity to show you how this availability check will work. Let's take a look of it. I'm increasing the order quantity instead of 1,100. We know we have a quantity of the stock only for 1,000. Let us make it as a 5,000. Oh, 5,000. And my required materials also need 5,000 each. But as of now, I don't think we have sufficient quantity of component. If you want, we can check it up. What is my stock of PIRM1, MMBE, PIRM1? What is the stock available? Is it 1,000 or is it 10,000? Only 1,000 stock is available. That's good. Let us take a look and try to release this. What will happen? We see this. You see this? When we are trying to release it, system is showing there is a missing parts list. Okay. Non-availability of material. What is this missing parts? You can go and check it up, this missing parts list. You see this, these are the two raw materials required. You need a quantity of 5,000, but available quantity is only 1,000 each. That is why you have a shortage of material. That is why missing parts indicator, missing parts information is coming to you. If you still want to release it, yes, you can. If you are confirmed that that material is going to be received in few minutes or nearby, then you can release it, or if you want, you can cancel this. Let me cancel this. I don't want to go for release. Release has been rejected because I have a shortage of material. Now, just to show you that missing parts information, I increased the quantity rather than the required quantity. Our required quantity is only 100 quantity. I'm not saving it. I'm exiting out of it. Okay, let's move on. MD04. Okay, again, sorry, your PIFG1 is my finished material. Now, again, let us release it. How to release it? Go to the change mode of it, click on release. Now, I'm not changing the order quantity because for 100 quantity, we are sure we have a sufficient quantity of raw material. So, release has been carried out successfully and the status is MACM, material committed, meaning is you have a sufficient quantity of all materials. That's good. And you can save this order. After release, please make sure that you need to save this. If you don't save this, your updated status will not get up, will not be remain there. It will again revert back to, if you don't save it, it will be in the created. You see this RE, meaning of RE is this order is in the released status. Yep. So we did the, after creation, we released the order. Process order. After release, what is the next step? Generally the next step is goods issue. How to do the goods issue? Goods issue can be done with MeGo. MeGo goods issue with moment to type 261. So with reference to the order. Okay, let's do the goods issue for our process order ending with 124. How to do the goods issue? I'll open one more screen. Yes. MeGo option with goods issue 07 for what? For the order and order number with moment type 261. Take a look of it. You see this? The moment I entered the process order number, system automatically pulls up which components are required, how much quantities are required, and the batch numbers are why this is batch is coming up. Chemical powder, why there is no batch number for that one. Okay. We need to assign the batch number from which batch you would like to take it up. Batches for the material in the plant. Mhm. In the plant 1710 for the material, this is only one batch available. I would like to assign that batch. From this batch, we would like to consume 100 quantity for the second material. Now, what is the batch number? Similarly, you can search for this raw material in the plant 1710, which are the batches available. This is the batch available present. So, because your raw materials are batch managed material, during the goods issue, you need to make sure which batch has to be issued, how much quantity to be issued, from where to be issued. Material, quantity, where, including the batch number. So if everything is good, then click on check. You are getting a green traffic light, meaning is you have been assigned the right batch number, which is available in sufficient quantity at the plant under the storage location. And then you can post it. The moment you post it, material document will be posted for the goods issued components. This much of a material has been issued from the store to the production area. So your production team will bring that material and they will start the process. So if I go to production order and see the status, sorry, process order, sorry, process order will get updated with the status called as GMPS. Take a look of it. You see this, there is a GMPS. Meaning of GMPS is goods moment posted. What is this goods moment posted? Please keep it in mind. Goods moment status will get updated in two cases. Either it can be goods issue or it can be goods receipt. In our case, it is a goods issue. How to see which goods moment has been done? Then you need to go to on the top main menu, go to list documented goods moment. You see this, there are two materials that were being issued. This is the material document, this is the moment type, and how much quantity, what is the value, everything is crystal clear from this material document screen. Quantity of 100 numbers, quantity of 100 numbers, 100 kg of the first raw material, 100 liters of the second raw material were being issued for this process order with this batch numbers. Batch number 62 for the first batch, batch number 67 for the second material were being issued. Now your raw materials are there in the shop floor. Your production team will start with these components. The actual operation will be started. Here we have only one operation. They will start mixing the reactor, Actual physical operation will be performed. Once the operations are completed, then you can update the status of the order as a confirmed. Meaning of confirmed is operation is completed, your finished product is ready. After certain amount of a time, whatever is the time it is required to produce that 100 liters of the material, you will get an output after that period. CORK is the transaction code for confirmation of the process order. After the goods issue, next thing is confirmation. How to do the confirmation? Confirmation of the process order. Meaning of confirmation is your production activities are done. How will you do this? Using CORK. Again, here also you have two ways of confirming it. Meaning of two ways of confirmation is operation by phase by phase you can confirm it, or whole at a header level you can confirm it. For the simplicity, let me go ahead with a header level confirmation, which is CORK is the transaction code. You see this is the process order confirmation. Which order you would like to confirm? This process order I would like to confirm. Enter the order number. Mhm. You see this. The moment I entered the order number, system has pulled up all the information, meaning is how much quantity, what is the order number, which is the material, everything that is clearly we are able to pull it up with the order number. And make sure your final confirmation and the yield quantity clear reservation. It will clear the existing reservations booked for that particular component reservation for the component, reservation for capacity, everything will be clear. And if there is any automatic goods movement, you can see in the automatic goods movement over your screen, nothing is there automatic goods movement. Either if you have been activated the backflash or if you have been activated any auto GR, you can see it here. But we did manual goods issue, you know it. We did it in 2 minutes before, and there is no automatic GR also. Now, if I save this, your confirmation will be saved with the for that order number. If I go and check it up my process order now, the status of the order will become CNF. Take a look of it. Go to the display mode of the process order. Process order, there is a status called as a CNF. CNF meaning is confirmed. All the operations, all the phases which are linked to this particular order has been done, and they will get a status CNF. Okay, CNF is done. The next step is CNF doesn't mean your finished product has been handed over to the finished product is ready, but not yet been handed over. To where to hand over? To store. Again, you need to give it back your finished material. So stores team will receive your finished material, and again they will generate a material document slip, which is a goods receipt slip stating that we received this much quantity from production team. So how to do that goods receipt? Again, the transaction code for goods receipt is MIGO. You can do the goods receipt MIGO, but moment type is 101. Let's go to MIGO transaction, MI0. What we are trying to do? We are trying to do from MIGO with the goods receipt. For what? Goods receipt against the order, our process order. And we would like to go ahead with order number. So we are selected the goods receipt, order, order number, and the moment type automatically it will pulls up 101. The moment you do the goods receipt, then the system will pull it up the based upon this order number, which material you are receiving it. This is the finished material, how much quantity you are receiving it, 100 quantity, where you are receiving it in the plant or the storage location. Storage location, if you maintain the goods receipt storage location in the material master in MRP2 view, automatically it will pulls up. If not, you need to enter it during the GR. Also, please take a look of it. This is a batch managed material. As of now, there is no batch number. The moment I click on check, system will assign the batch number from the internal number, and also it will prompt you for date of manufacturing. Once you enter the date of manufacturing, system will calculate the SLED date or best before date, BBD. BBD is the best before date. So based upon the manufacturing date, the relationship manufacturing date, expiration date, and your total shelf life. SLED date is equal to date of manufacture plus total shelf life period maintained in the material master. Take a look of it, check. You see this, there is a batch number assigning it. The system has assigned the batch number 68. for this particular finished material, and your date of manufacturing we didn't enter yet. So we will enter today's date as a manufacturing date because we are confirming the order. We produced this material on today. My date of manufacturing will be 26th August 2024. If I'll click on check, automatically based upon the total shelf life period maintained, your SLED date has been calculated 1 year after this, which is equal to 26th August 2025 is the expiration date. And if I go to the classification, and all these parameters are automatically pulled up into the classification, your manufacturing date, expiration date, and the system is asking what is the final pH value. I'll give the pH value as 5 or whatever it is. And now it is green. Green meaning is everything is good to go. You can check it and then already check it is green and you can post this material. If I'll click on post or if you click on save, one and the same. The moment you click on post, material document will be posted for goods receipt material document. This is another document which is a goods receipt material document. And as of now, if I go and check it up my process order, the status will be DLV. Go to COR3, take a look of it. The process order status will get updated as DLV. Delivered quantity is equal to 100 numbers. And if I go and check it up into the list of goods movement, you can see both GI, earlier it was GI, now it is GR. GR is 101, for which the material document is equal to this, batch number is equal to this, material produced is equal to finished product, and how much quantity at which storage location, everything is crystal clear from here. 100 quantity of the finished material has been delivery completed indicator, completely delivered. Now, if I go to MD04, I cannot see this process order because this order is already delivered. That means finished product is handed over to the store. You can see only the stock quantity and process order is no more here as a requirement. It is converted as a stock. If I double click onto the stock, I can go to MMBE, go to the stock overview. You see this, there is a quantity of 100 numbers with the batch number. All batch managed materials will have a batch symbol followed by batch number and how much quantity in which state of the stock. And if you want, you can see the batch classification, all the batch properties. This is the batch property. This is the manufacturing date. This is your expiration date of this material, and this is your pH value of this material. So now your process order has been done with the goods receipt, which is the 15th step. Goods receipt of the process order. How we did it? Using MIGO, MIGO. What is the specific thing that you need to keep it in mind? It is goods receipt for the order, MIGO, with option goods receipt. And for the order with moment type 101. And the status is DLP. Now you can technically complete this order. How to do that? Go to the change mode of the order, COR2, technical processing. Sorry, text processing and technical completion. Once you update the technical completion, TECO status will get updated. Take a look of it. Okay, let's take a look. I'm going to the change mode of the process order, COR2. You see this functions, restrict processing, technical completion. This is the path how you can do the technical completion. Go to the process order, functions, restrict processing, and technically complete this order. The moment you do the technical completion, the status will get updated as TECO. Yes, order is saved with the status as TECO. You see this technically completed CNF DLV. From with this technical completion, we are almost done from the logistic perspective, meaning is no further activities are required from production. Generally, the next step is your KKS2 and KO88, which is variance calculation and settlement of the order will be done by controlling team. Once the order is settled, then the balance of the order will become zero. Then that order will be ready to proceed for closing. As of now, you cannot close this order. You see this, go to cost and balance. There is some balance of the order is there. So this balance is basically need to be settled to the uh, respective GL accounts that will be taken care of by your FICO team, basically CO team, settlement of the order. Before settling it, generally KKS2 variance calculation. Let's see this. In the month of August for the order for the period, and there is a test mode is there, so better you can remove the test mode, execute it. Let us see, is there anything? Variance is, there is some variance has been calculated. Mhm. Target cost, actual cost is more, that is why. Mhm. Let's see this KO88. Now actual settlement of the order. For this order in the month of the August, let us see this. There is error is zero. It says, let us see this. If error is zero, then if I go to the process order, the balance should become zero. Go to cost balance. The balance is zero. The balance is zero means it has been settled to the respective GL accounts. This is the activity will be taken care of by your CO team, but you should be just aware of it. That's good enough to go. First, what we did is variance calculation. How we did it? Using KKS2. After that, the next step is settlement of the order. How we did it? KO88. Once the order is settled, it is good to go and you can close this order. If the balance is not zero, system won't allow you to close this order. How to close this order? Closing of the order again, you can do it in the change mode of the order. Go to COR2 functions, restrict processing, closing it. So now, as of now, there is no balance. Go to cost and balance. Balance is 0. It is good to go for closing. How to close it? Go to change mode of the order, COR2. Because we technically completed, it is you are getting a warning message, but still you can continue. Process order, functions, restrict processing, closing. You see this, there is a close option. How to come? Go to process order, functions, restrict processing, closing it. If you'll click on to this close, then the system will get updated the status as CLSD. Your TECO will be replaced with CLSD. Now, this order is in the closed status, COR3. You see this, currently this order is in the closed status. Everything is done, end-to-end scenario from process order creation to closing of the process order. After that, if you still want to continue for any other steps, like you can set the deletion flag, COR2. Setting up the deletion flag, how to do that? Go to process order, functions, set the deletion flag, set. There are two steps actually. Deletion flag set is one step. After that, after a certain period of a time, your deletion indicator will get set. But max to max, generally up to closing is generally will. This deletion and all, why we need to delete and when we need to delete, we cannot accumulate a huge amount of the data in the background. So periodically, reorganization of the old data will be done. That means a deletion and a clearing of the old data will be taken care of by basis team. So how to set the deletion flag? Go to functions, restrict processing, deletion flag, set the deletion. This is, if I set this deletion flag, the status will get added as DLFL. If I save this, deletion flag will be set. Now, as of now, this deletion flag is set. If you want, you can reverse the deletion flag. Again, go to the change mode of this. Process order, functions, deletion flag, delete. Then if you can, deletion flag set reset is possible, or setting the deletion flag, resetting or deleting the deletion flag is possible. If it is in resident time 1 status, if it will go to deletion indicator, there is another step called as a next step called as a deletion indicator, which we see it in the configuration later stage. But for the time being, this is good enough to go. You are done with all the steps of process order, starting from creation to setting up to deletion flag. Setting or resetting the deletion flag. How to set the deletion flag? Go to the change mode of the order, COR2, functions, deletion flag. Set or reset. You can, if you want to reset also, you can reset. These are the steps that you need to execute it in a minute.